It's Friday. We're gonna talk about what's sold. Yeah, it's Friday. I hope you sold something too. Yes, I really, really do. It's Friday. Hi, welcome back. It is Friday again, so here I am to this week. I'm a little kerfluffled because I had my best week of sales ever, and I had my best single sale of ever, all time, in my whole 7 years of being a reseller. So let's go. Let's get started. I had quite a lot of sales, and a lot of sales that were a high dollar. So we're just going to start right out here with this good old Hero Prime, those nuts. They just keep selling. Gosh, this one was 2-pack. I am in these 2 bags of nuts for $8.50, and they sold for my full asking price of $50. And that gave me $33.89, and those took 5 months to sell. And I think I have 4 2-packs left. So hopefully those will keep flying out of here. All right, next up, this is that cute set of Bonnie Merino dolls. I got the set for $5 and they sold for $40, giving me $28.50, and that took a month to sell. They were so cute. Jonathan wasn't sure about them though. All right, here we have a good old hip swinging monster. This was the vintage Jemmy toy. It did work and everything, which is great. I got it for $3.05. It sold for $31, and that gave me $22.10, and that took 1 month to sell. Perfect timing too. I'm hoping my other Halloween stuff will get out of here soon so I can get it there on time. All right, now a Johnny Was tote bag. A neighbor actually gave this to me. She was sending me small boxes, and she put them in the bag, and she said, keep the bag too. So I did. And so I got it for free. Sold for $17, and that gave me $14.15, and it took 4 months for that to sell. Here's the other, it's my first high dollar sale. This is the other set of the Thule or Thule. I still don't know how to say it. I'm gonna have to learn it. But these are the Rapid Tracker 2 towers and feet with the keys, locking. Great deal on these. I got them for $10. They sold for $270, and that gave me a profit of $223.34, and those took 4 days to sell. Oh, I love that stuff. And it's nice and easy too, because it's not going to break during shipping, and easy to photograph, easy to store for sure. All right, here's our first clothing item. This is a vintage or antique. I couldn't quite date it correctly, so I put both in there. It was a little girl's dress. Beautiful. I got it for just $3. Sold for $30, and that gave me $22.20, and that took 6 months to sell. And that's giving me hope for those other antique clothing that I just bought, the Victorian morning dresses and blouses and all that cool stuff I just got recently. So hopefully those will go too. All right, this was a neat thing here. This is, well, it's a piece of art. It was a plaster star rainbow. Gosh, it was big and heavy too. But these were sold at the Renaissance Fair. They were artist signed. All it said was Michelle, and then 1980, I think this one was 88 for that one. I got it for $5, and it sold for $70, and that gave me $54.08, and it just took 4 months for that one to sell. I also have a sun, a moon, and a little 3-pack of stars. Real cute. I like those a lot. All right, now here's a good wood bird. This one was artist signed by Richard Morgan. Beautiful, really tall. I had to use a great big box for this guy. It's a blue heron, and let's see, I got him for $9.08. He sold for $85, giving me $63.05, and it just took 4 months for him to go. And I actually bought a whole, I guess it was a flock of wood birds. Really nicely done. Some artist signed, some not. This is the first one to sell, so I really hope they'll start selling because I like them. So I think someone else should like them too. Let me know if you like them. All right, here's another lens. This was a Sigma lens. It was a very nice one. It had its own case and everything. This one was part of that mystery box that I got, so everything in there ended up being $2. It was a Sigma lens. I got it for $2. It sold for $95, giving me $79.08, and it took 2 months for that one to sell, and I got positive feedback on it, so that's great. And I'm learning more about the lenses. This is something I'll definitely keep looking for at sales for sure. All right, now this is a set of 4 head covers. They're vintage Pebble Beach. They had the little logo and insignia on there for Pebble Beach. They're really neat brown crocheted yarn. They were wool. Anyway, I got them for $5. They sold for $40, and that gave me $28.89, and those took 2 months to go. All right, one of the brand new Long Tall Sally. This was the Suedette waterfall jacket. I got it for $5. I took an offer on it for $35, and that gave me $24.15, and it just took 2 months for that one to go. All right, this was a really neat piece. This was a Dokra cast metal. When you see these, they're very heavy, and they have kind of ridges on them, and some of them are cast copper. This one I couldn't identify the metal, so I just said cast metal. I got it for $13.50, and it sold for $90, giving me $63.23. And again, you see I got positive feedback. I love that. Love getting the positive feedback, of course. All right, now 2 gourd rattles. These were Native American, handmade, feathers, painted, just beautiful. I paid up for them. I paid $24. Because I thought they were really cool, and I thought they would actually go for more, but they didn't. I still made a profit though. They sold for $60, giving me $26.83, and they took a whole year to sell. So the next time I see something like that, I'll do a little more research on the spot instead of just saying, oh, I like them. But it's still decent profit for me, so those were good. It was funny when I don't like it, my packages to shake or rattle per se, and there was just no stopping that package from rattling, so it's rattling its way over to wherever it's going. All right, here's a Rena pot. This was the 6-quart stock pot with a steamer insert. I paid $15 for it, sold for $53, and that gave me $29.29, and that one just took 2 months to sell. Good old Rena. I like that Rena wear. All right, an ostrich feather duster. Yeah, I said it right. I'm not going to try it again. This one I got for $1.92, sold for $25, and that gave me $18.53, and it took 4 months for that one to sell. All right, here's some more of the Thule. These were actually in the free pile because he had some miscellaneous Thule parts in there that he wasn't using. So I picked them up. They were in the free pile, and he was glad to see them go too. It was great. So it was just 2 non-locking tracker towers and feet, and they sold for $85. So that gave me, I lost my place. Let me see here. I'm so sorry. Rena, Duster, Thule. Okay, $85, and that gave me $72.85, and they just sold in 6 days. So that stuff goes fast. Keep your eye out for it. If you can get a deal on it, hit it. All right, now this was one of my favorite things I've ever found, and I know it wasn't in a video because I answered a private ad on Nextdoor for this, and it's, look at it, and maybe I'm going to insert a picture or a little video of me because I tried it on, did a little dance in it. This was the coolest thing ever. Almost. You're going to see the coolest thing ever pretty soon here. But this is a vintage 1970s. The gentleman told me he purchased it in 1972. And it's by Antonio Giuseppe, who is real famous for his embroidery on denim. As you can see here, we've got 4 dragons happening. I mean, it was just cool. So anyway, he wanted $100 for it. There were a couple of stains, so I got it dry cleaned. So I'm all in on this Antonio Giuseppe 2-piece for $130, sold for $600, which for some reason I knew that was going to be my number on it. I had even told Jonathan the day before, like, I really think 600's going to be it. And sure enough, I got an offer for $599. Close enough. So my profit on the Antonio Giuseppe is $389.31, and that just took 1 month to sell. Yes. If you ever see that name on anything, he also does a lot of leather applique on denim, leather jackets with leather applique, embroidered. I mean, they're all going to be kind of wild like this. He also had a line of just patchwork denim. Oh, the jeans are so cool. So cool. So keep your eye out. It is easy to read on the label there. Antonio Giuseppe. Remember it, know it, find some. It is so cool. All right, next. This was another good one. This is a lot of 10 lavender glass tiles by Luxfer. And they had a sawtooth ridge on one side of the tile, and the other side of the tile was just flat, 4-inch square. I got these for $20, and sorry, did I say there was 10 of them? And they sold for $95, and that gave me $61.08, and those took 9 months to sell. And I have another batch of these that have little teardrops embossed on them, so I'm hoping those will go too. They're real pretty. All right, now this is a cute little plate with that Native American on it, and it had all the little symbols and their definitions. So I really liked that. I got it. It originally came from Glacier National Park. It was the sticker on the back. I got it for $1. It sold for $19, and that gave me $14.23, and that took 10 months to sell. Okay. Wood napkin rings shaped like fish. I got these for $2.50. They sold for $25, and that gave me $18.95, and those took 10 months to sell. Okay, barefoot dreams. I have a hard time selling barefoot dreams. They always seem to sit for a really long time for me. I did pick this one up for $5, sold for $35 finally. Giving me $24.35, and it took 17 months for that to sell, if you can believe that. And it was one of their super soft camo. I thought it was going to be great, and it was good. Just took a long time, that's all. All right, now this beautiful pin, this is a 1940s Adolph Katz Coro Comet brooch. I was missing a couple of rhinestones, so I disclosed that in the listing, of course. But what's neat about this is this brooch comes apart into the two separate circles, and you could put them as shoe pins or onto on anything. Put it in your hat and put it anywhere you like. Yes, but I did get this for free from a neighbor who was doing a clear out, and I just thought, well, that's pretty. I'll look it up later. So I put it in my pile. So I got it for free, and that one did sell for $60, and it sold within 2 hours of me listing it. So that is a good thing here. And I'm glad I trusted my instinct and picked it up too, and even with the missing stones. So that's a good one. My profit was $51.30 for that one. All right, this was from that same clear out. This was a vintage wedding cake topper. Oh, it's so cute. This one, so I got for free. It's sold for $20, giving me $16.30, and it just took 2 days for that one to sell. All righty. Oh, sweater. This is a cashmere sweater from I Magnin, which I like that brand. It usually does well for me. And if someone tells me a cashmere sweater is $1 and there's no holes in it, I'm going to get it. So I got it for $1, sold for $36, and that gave me $29.42, and that took 5 months to sell. Alrighty. Oh, a little piece of art. This was a neat little wood plaque. I like the shape on it. And it featured a boy with ruff. That was what I titled it. And this one I got for $2, and it sold for $25, giving me $20.65, and it took 13 months for that one to sell. Alrighty. Oh, here's a cute little crocheted dog pillow. This one, let's see, I got it for 83 cents. And it sold for $15, and that gave me $11.95, and it took a whole year for that to sell. So that might not be something I pick up again, but it was real cute. This one, though, really surprised me. This is 4 rolls of vintage wallpaper. It's pre-pasted wallpaper from the 1980s. The brand is called Townley, and you can see it has the labels on there, so it was all wrapped up. Easy for me to know exactly how many yards and everything with that. So I snatched it up for $4 at a yard sale, sold for $65, and that gave me $50.21, and it just took a week for that to sell. But vintage wallpaper always surprises me. Well, maybe it doesn't surprise me anymore, so I always look at it when I see it. And if there's enough, like this one had 4 rolls for someone to do an actual wall, a project, then definitely check it out, especially if it's $1 a roll. That's a good deal. All right, now this purse was unbranded, but it's a conceal carry purse. And a friend of mine was doing a clear out, and she gave it to me for free. Thank you so much, Karen. Now this one, let's see, it sold for $30, giving me $21.79, and that took 4 months to sell. All right, and this one was, okay, so let's see here. It's an articulating dragon for an artist to use as a model. Yeah. So as my art advantage, it's not the customer's fault that I paid too much for it. So I took an offer for $20, even though I paid $6.58 for it. So my profit on this little dragon was $9.92, which is fine. And it took 4 months to sell, but it was real cute. It was fine. If I were to get one again, I wouldn't want to pay more than $1 or $2 for it. That's all. Okay, now this is it's a hero find. Yes. Let's see. It is a carved wood pumpkin, and you could open the top and put stuff in it. It was kind of big. It was heavy. I remember when I shipped it. All right. So this guy I got for $1.92. It sold for $24, and that gave me $17.40, and it took 4 months for that to sell. Yes, 4 months for that to sell. Okay. Oh, here's another good one. First flatware of the week in this video here was this Oneida Distinction Deluxe. The pattern is called Brahms. They had a whole series where they were named Michelangelo, Brahms, Raphael, all the big names. So this is the Brahms pattern. And I got this for $5 and it sold for $200. Accepted an offer on it. There were 73 pieces in the set, which is great. I mean, even had iced teaspoons in there. So my profit was at $167.44 and it took 10 days for that to sell. Yes. All right. So where are we here? The next one was from my hero's personal collection. This is a vintage David Lee Roth from the Skyscraper Tour. Very cool shirt. So we're in it for nothing. It did come out of our bins of stuff from our life. Sold for $69. Here's what's interesting about this. I listed this in 2022 and I had started it lower, like at $50. No one was buying it. And it came up, you know, as a listing that was going to renew. And so I was doing my research to see if I should even keep it listed. And it was the only one listed at all on eBay. And the last one had sold for right around the same area here in the $70. So I upped the price to $75 and I took an offer for $69, giving us $59.13. And it did take 3 years to sell, which is shocking because, you know, it's David Lee Roth. Come on. All right, next up, this is the second of these. I bought a pair of these milk tins for $1. So I'm in this one for 50 cents, sold for $32.99, giving me $25.86. And it took 8 months for that one to sell. All right, now, you can see me getting all best sale of my whole time ever selling anything online. This is that really tall L.E. Smith. Through my research, I learned that it is an L.E. Smith bittersweet smoothie. It ended up being 40 inches tall after we did a precise measurement. Another keyword was that it was a fat bottom. I'm going to have the sold screenshot here, and I'll also put up a better picture so you can see the whole vase. So this is what's called a Swung vase, and if you don't know what that is, please look them up. Be on the lookout for them because they are highly collectible and they sell for a lot of money, as you can tell. I got this at that huge sale where we filled the car a couple of times. I paid $7 for this vase, and it sold for my full asking price of $1,395, and that took how many days? 3 days to sell. I do have $125 in shipping on it, and of course you had to pay, you know, taxes and everything. So I like her grand total was $1,600 and something. So this happened today. So I'm touching the wood. I hope that you will all give me the blessings of the reseller gods to get this to her safely. It's just in Texas, so it's just a couple of states away. We have the perfect box for it. This is going to be good. I'm just thrilled that it sold so quickly. I was expecting to take a lower offer than the $13.95, but I sold it for the full amount. So very exciting. I don't know if you've ever had a sale like this before. Please let me know in the comments. I mean, you understand then just how thrilling that is. So this was a great thing. Keep your eye out for Swung vases. I still can't believe that this has happened. I guess that's all I have to say about it. But I have a couple more sales. So we also had another flatware set go out. This is the Oneida Landon pattern, 34 pieces. I got this for $2.50 and it sold for $30. And that gave me $21.78 and it took 2 months to sell. Sorry, I'm still Whew. All right. And then let's see, right after that, I had a sale of these 2 Reeves World War II ammo cans. I was just trying them out because they were $3 each at a sale. So I'm in these for $6. They sold for $95, and that gave me $74.30, and it just took 2 weeks for those to sell. So the older cans are definitely something I'm going to keep an eye out for. Yes, yes. All right, so one sale on the Poshmark. Okay. This is a Fjellraven trapper hat. Let's see, I got it for $3. It sold for $40, so that gave me $29 in my pocket, and it took 2 months for that one to sell. Gosh, that's it. I don't really know what else to say other than that. Of course, I'm thrilled. And yes, we're going to pack that baby up and get it to Texas safe and sound. So very exciting. I guess that's it. I hope you will find something fantastic this weekend. Get out there. There's good stuff out there. This is proof of it. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought the best thing was. I mean, obviously the most money was the orange vase, but maybe you liked something else better. Or tell me what your best sale was for the week. I would love to hear about it. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you on Monday.